Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Oshi Season 3. Season 2, Episode 3. Or an hyphen for Episode 14. If you want to put it in number order. Episode 3 or 14. But, once again, great episode, because I don't know why with this show is like, this whole story arc, is being really good, It sure is being starting to be as good as the arcs in the first season, And we get more about and I don't know why it's been pretty good at focusing on this artist, the author of this manga, who's been complaining about her adaptation is all wrong, wanting to change the script and everything, I don't know why it's been pretty good, why it's been focusing mainly on her, though, more than our two main characters of Ruby and Aqua, right? And I think also the series is doing a good job of showing how much of a nightmare this industry is, because of how if you want to become a manga artist, something like that, I'm no artist, no manga artist myself though, but so I don't fully understand how the business goes. But just watching this just shows, all the complications. Not only just penciling and drawing. It's not just penciling and drawing, but you just do more of just the details, and having your deadlines and getting certain things if you want adaptations with backgrounds and actors and scripts and everything else, trying to fit your adaptation right. And it shows and demonstrates how hellish this industry can be, And with this author, it's just. Part of me feels like I understand from both sides of the spectrum, right? Especially with her harping on the screenwriter, right? The script writer, because he respects her though, but making these little indentations, and she goes as wants him out, right? And then she says she wants to do the whole thing or to do the whole script herself, and even Aqua brings up a good point, you may be an artist, but you're not a scriptwriter. How can you do that, right? So, and she shows what the whole conversation between her and her mentor or teacher, right? Who's from last season. Her manga got adapted to that TV show that got such bad reviews up until the last episode when Aqua was in it, right? So the reason, probably the reason why she's so, I get it, it's her story. She created this whole thing. I know she wants to try to be as good as it could be, though, right? But then she looks back at her mentor, she knows how bad her adaptation from her manga was. And she doesn't want that, though, so that's why she's trying to be as precise as possible. Because she looks at her mentor's adaptation from her manga that was beloved as a manga, but it was horrible overall as a series, though. And so she's asking, do you have any pride in your work? Just basically just accepting how that adaptation as it was, and how much it may tarnish your manga's reputation. I'm just paraphrasing. She didn't say it exactly word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. So, and when her mentor came to her place is a mess. She's doing it in the dark, and she has bags upon bags on her eyes because she's been working overtime. Basically, she's working overtime, overdoing it. Burning herself out because she has so much to do. She has her own deadlines to meet, right? And she's behind on that. And now they come up with the script, and all because she has no assistant to help her because she's so fickle on fickle on someone to do when she wants to do something, someone to do for her work. It may not be right, That's why she is so fickle on not having an assistant with her. And especially, it's going to be time consuming to train them and all that, and then I have to do with a script, and I have behind my own deadlines as it is. I mean, this whole thing is very hellish as it is, especially when you have deadlines and not only top of that and just um. Oh, I just had that thought and I just forgot about it right now. Hold on. I mean, also just when publishing a single manga or like a single chapter can take like when it's gonna be released, it can be like a month apart, you know, and people have to wait for the next or so eager to see the next issue, you know, or a book, right? I mean, it takes a lot of work, you know, and just like I can't imagine because I'm no artist myself. Well, somewhat though, because I do freehand drawing though once in a while. I mean, since starting work, ever since I did work and all this doing this other stuff. Never had time to do any drawings anymore, so. But I did, back then, I did a lot of freehand drawings of pictures, so. But as for manga goes, I'm no manga artist, so I can't fully understand how I fully understand watching this. I know this is a very, very extremely hard job to do. It's not just drawing, you know, we had to get the exact details of backgrounds and characters, and especially with her adaptation of her, she has to consider of the script actors and backgrounds and everything else, you know. She's just wearing herself out. I'm like, jeez, you know. And you thought from last season, the idol industry had it bad, you know. Especially with Akane attempted suicide, you know, for all those cyber bullying. But she's having work. She's just wearing herself out or burning herself out, overworking, overdoing it. And essentially, they're both just fighting back on each other. Who's the better one? Like, I surpassed you, and yours. I saw your adaptation. It sucked. You know. That's why she's so keen. Like she's so keen on making hers as perfect as it can. And with Aqua, going back with Aqua, right? Him and Akane invited him to go on a date, basically like a date to this theater to see this other play from this other adaptation, right? And Aqua, even though he doesn't express it though, but he said he thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, it was very well. it was very well played that he thought it would be, right? And he takes into consideration, you know, if she is so keen on getting her adaptation into this play, right? She has to take into facts though, like. Your manga is your manga, but you have to, when you're condensing it, you know, to a certain amount of time, you have to consider the fact with how well it affect the actors and the other production designs, you know. She's not taking those into considerations. She's just too keen on making her adaptation as perfect as it could be, you know, like changing the script and everything. And then later at the end, when Aqua basically gives her an envelope, well, her mentor the envelope from Aqua to give it to her, it's a ticket to that play they Akane and Aqua saw, right? So just to partly give her a better understanding how plays work, right? How well they work with the production, behind the scenes, and everything. So it just shows that it's like I said, it showed this season. Yeah, we got the arc how the acting industry and the idol industry, how they work, right? The show did a good job of demonstrating how those industries are. But this here, already it's already started with this great arc about how brutal this whole industry of manga artists, being a manga artist is. I mean, just seeing her, like, she has other things to do on top of her own work, and she's behind on her own deadlines, you know, and she's not getting no sleep at all, barely any sleep. See, as the bags under her eyes, you know. I'm like, damn, you know. It's like, you know, that's why you train people to, if she would have trained people to be like her, right? Her stuff would have gone a whole lot more smoother, right? If she just had some people to help train her, and she'd probably follow her particular technique or her style, right? Things would roll along smoothly, right? That's why, like, certain manga artists who pass away, right? When they do pass away, that's why you train people beforehand to follow your type of style of artistry when it comes to manga drawing, right? Take, for example, you know, like, The only one that I personally know that the author of the creator of High School of the Dead, he passed away some time ago, you know, and sadly, like I said, I wish there was a second season, because I know there's more stuff to it in the manga, more material from the manga, like continuing after when the anime ended, right? I mean, that's why you have like train certain people to follow like the way their manga is adapted, right, from the pictures and the drawings, the style of it, right? But I still wish we got a second season of High School Day, because that's one of my personal favorite animes, and well, it's one of my personal favorites. So I just wish that I know there's still people that would love to see a second season of that show, though. But I think it pretty much they were as barely do want to do it out of respect, though. But as they say, when the creator died, that's when no stuff died. I mean, because like I said, I know there's more materials in the manga of that series they can do more into an adaptation of a second season. So, but that's been around. But when that anime appeared, that was 14 years ago. Nothing else has came up since then. So it'll never come up again. Sad to say. But I'm just pointing out, though, if that's why even artists who could teach assistants or proteges, you know, to follow up on your work, you know. But the thing is, with her, though, she's just too fickle on thinking that her what she considers her baby, the thing's gonna get messed up by some other people, that she's not doing it. That's why, you know, that's why she has no that's why she probably has no friends or no help, you know. That's why she's do everything all by herself, you know. And that's why she's so overworked and burned out. Just kind of feel bad for her, so. But I like the fact that the series started off mostly focusing, like, I mean, we're getting a bit with Aqua and Ruby, but it's mostly focusing on her, you know, recently. The past, like, 2 episodes. This episode and the last one. Not that I'm complaining, though, but it's like, hey, it's a different perspective on the story, you know. And this arc, too, as well. So, yeah, but episode 3, or 14, has been a really good another really great episode. Osho Ko this is a series that shows, but hardly know what anime show does. It shows the brutal of how these industries are, right? It's more complicated than it actually is. So the show does a good job of showcasing that. So yeah, but episode 3 of season 2, another good episode. So but anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.